past the Khalid Muhammad, the Honorable Khalid Muhammad's transition, and we're having yes, 20 years ago, and we're having the Black Panther homecoming this weekend in Dallas, Texas, where all of the strongest Black organizations in the nations are coming together. So I'm just downloading something. Pardon me, I'm just downloading something on my computer. But that's what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about.
Well, I have a question, brother.
Sure, go right ahead.
The question is that I ask the people is, what should the Black Panthers be doing in 2021, 22? What should we be doing today? I say this. If we don't have economics for our brothers and sisters who are members of the Black Panther Party, it won't be successful. Why am I saying that? Because look at us today, Brother Malik. We are grown. We got children. We got to put food on the table. Brothers got to go to work. So they can't give 100% because when we doing rallies and moving, there's so many Panthers that's at work, that's stuck at their desk. I would say that it got to be some type of way where we create economics for the movement, for the brothers. That's what I would say. In order for a successful movement, just like who you think I'm gonna say? The so-called Jews in Brooklyn and Crown Heights. They got jobs for their people. They got jobs. They setting up shit. And if we don't set up economics, then we ain't going nowhere, brother. People got to go to work. People got to feed their family. People got to pay their bills.
All right, well, let's take a look. At it, my dear brother. You raised some important points on the eve of our Black Panther homecoming, which is in Dallas, Texas this weekend. And it begins with a tribute to Khalid Muhammad on Friday, a whole day full of workshops at the Black Arts Academy in Dallas, and a keynote speech by myself. All of the Black nationalists and self-defense and revolutionary groups are coming. New Black Panther members from 20 years ago are coming. Black Panthers from 50 years ago are coming. And most importantly, my brother, new young people in the struggle are coming. What you have said to me is something that's very real in our movement, the necessity for economic survival. And one difference I want to say right off the bat is the difference between us and the so-called Jews, because we are taught by Khalid Muhammad that we are the true Jews. But the difference between our position, between us and them, is that they're not fighting against oppression. And they're able to build and to provide and focus only on their people because they don't have to fight against white supremacy and white racism the way we do. We have a multifaceted struggle. So as when you were the chairman of the Harlem chapter of the New Black Panther Party and others, your statement is correct. All of the time, brothers and sisters in the movement could not volunteer their time or be on the front lines because they had to survive. And so the question is, how important is economics in this movement right now? I would say it's very important. It's very important, but it's also important to recognize that as we get older, we have more economic obligations. As college students get out of college and they go into the workforce, they become burdened with student loans and things like that. So we all got bills to pay. We all will have bills to pay. The way I choose to overcome it in this hour, in representing the New Black Panther Party under the legacy of Khalid Muhammad and my dearly departed brother Hashim Nzinga, is the way I work around it, brother, is I work around it by recruiting more and more brothers and sisters in the movement. And we have, the recruiting level is so high that when we need troops and soldiers and activists, if some brothers and sisters have to work, it's no problem.
I have part of a solution to that problem, to the economic problem.
Okay, I want to
and
hear
here
that.
it is, brother.
Let me just give you an example. The way I work through it right now, like example in Washington, D.C., we don't allow men who are unemployed to even join the Panther Party. You can't join the new Black Panthers if you are not economically that you're not viably employed or willing to work, okay? And therefore, I, as a man, like here in my city, I will not roll with men. I would feel uncomfortable rolling with black men, and it's 12 noon in the midday, and I know that these men are unemployed, and I'm employed, and they should be working. I won't even allow that. And so, yeah, we got brothers, they got jobs, they work for themselves, or they work as social workers and teachers, and they work for that Panther Party. And so, but we have so many soldiers, we have so many men here that if brother has to work or brothers have to take care of their family obligations, we just have more and more soldiers to fill the front lines. That's one way we get around it. But certainly, like you're about to say, we are into some Black economics, and we're open to the discussions and all for doing more in the economic sector.
The Nation of Islam sells newspapers every day. I see them brothers out there grinding every day, and they getting it in. You worked with Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad creating the new Black Panther Party newspaper. You remember that, Malik?
That's
and
right.
So through the passing of our great general, the newspaper fell dead. I think you need to revise that back. And for the brothers and sisters who don't have a job, put them out there. That right there can generate income. Newspapers, you know.
Okay, well, let me tell
you.
We
need
this.
that.
But we're right here. Well, we're right here. Well, not so coincidentally, I want to give a shout out to Brother Mintu, who's on the line right now, Sister Renee, Brother Ula, and Sister Chuma, and the newspaper team.
You know, you could have sent them the link if you wanted to. They could have came in. The link that I gave you, you could send it to them. They could come in.
I think they're watching. They're watching the live show.
Okay.
What we're happy to tell you is that we have another awesome edition of the new Black Panther newspaper that we're finishing tonight. In Dallas, Texas, coming off the press is over 15,000 newspapers. The new Black Panther newspaper. I'm trying to see if I can Mintu or Renee, if you're watching, email the cover to me. Email, well, I might have it here. I'm going to print the cover out for you. It's a cold-blooded cover. And
all right, email it to me and I can share it on my screen and everybody can see it.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me do that right now.
Email it to me.
Email it to me, Sister Renee, if you're watching. Just email me the cover and let me get it over to Brother SaNeter. I'm watching my email. Because let me just get to how this is an economic program. You're exactly right. The number one product right now of the Panther Party is the paper. This paper here, which is not our first of the year, it's the second paper I produced in 3 months or 4 months. This paper sells for $3. It sells on the street for $3 donation.
That's right.
It only costs the seller, the Black Panther or brother or sister who's selling it, 60 cents. Okay, so each seller of every paper makes $2.40 per paper. $2.40. Not like the old days, I think, when we sometimes.
Right.
Well, anyway, it's $2.40. Okay, and I specifically set it up so that the paper would make no money, and the seller would make all the money, simply to get brothers and sisters some money in their pockets, some sales skills, and to set up what we're trying to set up, which is a distribution network of brothers and sisters that can sell newspapers and products as supplemental income across the country. And so, yeah, I sacrifice to give the paper. I mean, literally have just given the paper, paid some thousands of dollars to give the Panther Party the newspapers just to get them going and in the rhythm of selling the paper and having money in their pocket. Our last edition in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we had the big armed march in Tulsa, Oklahoma, that last edition, the Panthers made lots of money. These brothers made lots of money, and they were selling the paper, SaNeter. They were getting $1, $2. They were, I mean, pardon me, they were selling the paper and they were getting $10 donations, $20.
Oh, I know.
$20
Come on, you know, I know, Malik.
$20 donations because people were so happy to see the Black Panthers back, and they were so happy to see young brothers and sisters doing something constructive. And so, yes, that's our program right now. We believe that if you don't have a job and if you're willing to clean yourself up and follow the Panther program, that you can make yourself several $100s a week selling that Panther paper and program.
Dr. Malik.
I'm going to print it out.
No, I got it. I got it already, Malik. I got it, Doctor.
Got it. Okay, yeah, let's put
now,
that up.
was you with us in Atlanta? I forgot what year it was, but when Dr. Khalid brought us to Atlanta for the purpose of, like, we all came together for a summit meeting, and remember, he was teaching us the program of how to sell the paper and how to get more than what the paper costs. Do you remember that? I got that video, brother.
That was the class. That was the class that we were in. Hold on, I'm printing out something. That was the class that we were in. I'm trying to print out these workshops. Give me a second. That was the class that's the paper right there. That is that cover. It's called We Are All the Panther. It is a special edition. It's the greatest edition we think we put out yet. It's 40 pages. It's rich with history. It honors Khalid Muhammad Newton, and even down to Brother Chadwick Boseman of the movie The Panther, because the Black part of our culture as a people, not just an organization. It's part of our culture. The movie the movie The Black Panther, in the setting of Wakanda, let us know that the Black Panthers are part of the Black people in America's culture and their psychology and their very mentality after being under oppression. And so all of it makes up what we call the Panther. And in this homecoming in Dallas, Texas, we're just letting our people know that the Panther does belong to the people, and that the Panther belongs to the masses of our people. It belongs to you, brother. It belongs to your wife. It belongs to any mother out there, young warrior, son. Black people who fiercely believe in self-determination and want their liberation. We are all the Panther. And so we're calling for an ending of the disputes, an ending of the disagreements, an ending of the arguments, an ending of the infighting, an ending of the competition, an ending of the ego tripping. And we're calling for a healing of the wounds, a healing of the wounds. We're calling for, if you will, a certain type of atonement between Black nationalists and revolutionaries, where we end the fussing and fight on a common liberation front. So this is a very spiritual meeting for us. It's open to the public. It's open to the masses. Huey P. Newton Gun Club is in the house. They're spearheading this for us down there in Texas. The new Black Panther members coming from all over the country, and other groups, the Elmer Geronimo Pratt Gun Club, the Anubis Special Unit Training Operations, the Youth Against Gang Activity in Mississippi, Black Liberation Movement under Patrick Alexander in Mississippi. We got the Vice Lords coming. We got Crips and Bloods coming. We got elders. I mean, it's getting ready to go. Seriously, it's going to go down. I'm hoping we're going to be live on SaNeter TV. I'm hoping SaNeter is going to be there live. And at minimum, I'm hoping this convention it's going to be covered live, because I want to let brothers and sisters who watch this convention all over the country be inspired to know that this struggle ain't dead, and that there's plenty of fresh soldiers on the scene that are willing to fight for our liberation. And so don't nobody get down or don't nobody get depressed, because we about to pump you up this weekend coming out of Dallas, Texas.
I'm finishing up these questions I got. I ain't get my questions
all
ready.
right, let me get them yet. I'm gonna be short.
But no. I'm talking about I'm still writing some questions. I'm waiting on the finishing up the questions.
Okay.
So let me ask you, brother. In this new paper, will the paper be coming out once a month, every 2 weeks, once a month? Will you be covering the political things that's going on? Like you got the Nation of Islam, you see they covering Africa, what's going on all over the world, stuff like that. Will the paper be definitely a political paper, brother?
I have to be straight up right now, brother. The newspapers that I produced as the chairman of the new Black Panther Party, I was blessed, honestly, to put out some of the coldest editions that ever came out.
Right.
I mean, I want to be shy about this point, but I won't be shy. The papers that I put out are extremely political. They're hard hitting. They're explosive. To me, I love the Final Call is the example for all Black national newspapers. It comes out regularly. It's timely. It's the perfect example of a national Black newspaper. But every Black Panther paper I put out gave the Final Call its run for its money and then some.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now the Panther paper and the new Black Panthers need to become more proficient in their paper, like the Nation of Islam. So right now we're on a quarterly schedule, and we're meeting that schedule. We aim to move from quarterly to bi-monthly. If the brothers and sisters can sell the papers and turn their money in, we can have the paper bi-monthly. If they can move that paper right and get the money in, that paper can come out monthly. So right now, our goal is to move from quarterly to bi-monthly. And by working the newspaper in the sales distribution campaign, we're hoping to equip these brothers and sisters to be able to do what? To take other products, Black Panther soaps, Black Panther detergents, and other products that we produce and put them in the distribution chain so that the chapters of the Panther Party are like distribution networks for doing for self and for economic self-improvement.
Beautiful, brother. A brother put a question in the chat, and he says, how do one join? What do the brothers got to go through to join? I'm quite sure it ain't just easy to run in. It got to be some type of, code of conduct, like what's going on.
Well, how you join, first of all, is you can text this number, 202-699-1046.
Say it again.
202-699-1046. And what that does is that puts you in touch with our staff, and that gets you linked in with the new Black Panther Party and what we call the Panther Party. My brother, it has several levels. At the core level, we have the new Black Panther Party and its defense operation, which is called the new Black Panther Defense Corps. We're building an armed wing of excellently trained brothers who are proficient in arms, hand-to-hand combat, and who meet that most toughest example that Khalid Muhammad wanted us to meet. They are security trained, defense trained, able to police the Black community, monitor the police. That's the new Black Panther Party Defense Corps. The new Black Panther Party are those committed members in chapters around the country fighting for our rise, the new Black Panther Party. But also, my brother, we're building a movement that could be called the Panther Party, honestly. It's called the Black Power Movement or the Panther Party. And this is open to a more broader population. So there are different levels to it. We believe that Black people need an independent political party to represent their interests. We believe that the Democratic Party has failed us. The Republican Party has failed us. And I strongly believe that if properly organized, the masses of Black people will embrace the Panther. And so we're building a movement and a party that could be embraced by many more of the 40 million of Blacks that have embraced it. So we're building a broad-based political party and movement that, I have to be honest, is relatively easy to join. We're building an organization inside of that and a defense corps that's harder to join, that's more disciplined, and that sets that example of a revolutionary Black nationalist Pan-Africanist organization. And so there's the bottom line to it, brothers. I'm unwilling to take this journey and leave qualified Black people out. I go and teach meetings, and we come into Black Panther meetings all the time. Sometimes the teacher comes in. Sometimes the doctor walks in the door. Sometimes the brother or sister comes in the door that has excellent qualifications. They're just not necessarily militant minded. And many times in the new Black Panther Party, we tell them bye-bye. If you don't put on, this is what we have done for many years, my brother SaNeter. If you don't put on them BDU suited and booted, you can't hang out with us. You're out of here.
That's right.
And we have lost thousands of intelligent, creative Black people who love the Panther, who love the concept of it. They just couldn't come under a particular narrow, either paramilitary structure, or they couldn't come under leadership that really wasn't qualified to handle them. I no disrespect to my sisters and brothers, but just because you put on a new Black Panther uniform or Black Panther does not mean that you're qualified necessarily to lead Black people. And I've come to discover this. So the bottom line to it is, brother, the Panther Party is opening up. It's opening up. It's open for people that are military oriented. It's open to people that don't care too much for military uniforms, but they want to be a part of a mass Black organization that makes sense. I'm making room. I'm making room for a broader new Black Panther, a broader Panther Party and Black Power movement in this hour.
Yes. So family, everybody out there who's talking about we need to do something for our people, we're going to work. Here we go again. Now we're doing something powerful for the people. Who will stand up? Who will sign up? Let me ask you this, Brother Malik.
Yeah.
You ran for mayor at one time, check, in Washington, D.C.
City council at
City
large.
council. Okay, let me ask you. You ran for city council. You almost made it. You almost did it. Will you be running again sometime soon, brother? Because a lot of our people say, and they listen to Dr. Khalid, but see, Khalid was here when you ran this time. And Khalid said if we get a candidate like Adam Clayton Powell or something, he should get the total backing of our people. See, so will you ever run again? And do you think our people need to get into that field? Because in order for us to really make changes within the government system, you got to do that from within. What do you say to that?
I want to say that I believe that being involved in local state politics is important for our movement, that we can't duck it or avoid it. It's very important. The Honorable Dr. Khalid Muhammad said that we could achieve some short-term gains by engaging this political system. So the answer is, for me, myself personally, I don't think so. I don't think that I'll be running for a political office because the demographics of the areas where I live now would not be favorable for a strong Black man like me to run for office and remain strong. And I don't want to get into running for a city council position and y'all seeing me on the city council and I got to start making some kinds of compromises from the strong Black man you know. However, we are fiercely engaged in politics here in Washington, D.C. We have political candidates forums on our agenda. We have city council candidates that come by the table of the Black Panther movement in this city trying to get our support, and we're very involved. We plan on running candidates in this city in different.
All right, come on back, Brother Malik. Come on back, brother. Click that link. Come on back. Click that link and come on back in.
Brother, it's coming back in. Is the echo gone?
Wow, you did it. You did it. The echo is gone. What you do?
Oh, just, some Black girl magic. Nothing big.
There you go. I knew you were going to do it. See? Just remember that now so when you come back in. Do we have any questions for him?
Oh, yeah. I actually emailed you something else if you want to look.
Yeah.
You didn't go through all those questions.
No, I didn't. I'm waiting on him to come back. Somehow he got out.
Peace to the family. I see you all out there. I didn't say.
What do you think about what you're hearing so far?
I love it. It really, it sparks so much hope in the hearts of those of us who are, Black first. I really want to hear from the brother from Dr. Malik Zulu Shabazz Esquire. I'd like to hear from him about working, how we are going to work with the other cultures. You know, I want to hear what has been going on, what kind of feedback he's been getting from them. So when he comes back, maybe you could ask him, or I'll ask him. You can ask him what kind of feedback do do you know? Does the organization get? And you can even answer because you've done it before. What about the non-blacks in the community? How is the summit received? Because I see, you know, you see in the media all kinds of backlash, all kinds of negative propaganda about this wonderful group that empowers our people. So maybe the brother can hear me. Can you hear me, Dr.
Yeah, I'm back. I can't hear you. I got cut off for a minute. So
right, you were mid statement. So I wanted to ask you something else, but you can continue, finish up with what you're talking about, please.
The bottom line to it is we're building an organization and a movement that is open to a wide variety of Black people that want to help in the liberation process. That's what we're gonna put on display. Y'all gonna see it this weekend in Dallas, Texas, at the Black Academy of Arts and Sciences. We got workshops here. We got first of all, some people from New York are coming. We got Brother Q Butter and his institute, XI Institute. They're coming. You know, he's joined the Panther Party, so he's coming. We have workshops on Black. So there's a survival workshops where all of the Black paramilitary organizations are coming together Saturday morning for a survival and defense workshop. This has never happened before. And so that's going to happen Saturday morning. We hopefully carry that live. There's a workshop starting at the Black Academy on building Black self-defense units. All the experts on building self-defense units are going to have a special workshop. There are workshops on Black activism, on how to engage on local fronts. There's all kind of fires and fights breaking out around America that I'm going to talk about I guess I'll be able to talk about before this goes off. We have some of the strongest local activists in the country from around the country coming. There's workshops on Black economics and doing for self. There's workshops importantly, on stopping human trafficking and missing and exploited children. There are Panther groups such as the Sisters of the Underground that are out there with the new Black Panther Party and Huey Newton Gun Club and others. They have been successful in finding kids that have been missing and lost, and the police couldn't find them. But because of the paramilitary nature of the Panthers, they were able to go to the door and extract children in many instances. We want everybody to tune in this weekend to see how that's being done and how more people can join what they call the Underground Railroad and to become conductors, because an untold story that's going to be coming out in the news this week is how the Black Panthers, and specifically women such as Sisters of the Underground, have been able to make unprecedented pioneering efforts in finding missing and exploited children. Okay, so there's going to be a special workshop on that, on how that goes. There's a workshop here on the Black Power movement history. All of the elders are coming to teach the new young ones about the history. And then there's another workshop. It's called the Gang Summit. There's going to be a Gang Summit here, and where Crips, Bloods, Vice Lords, Gangster Disciples are coming to the table with experts to set a new way. And there's youth workshops. There's 6, 7, 8 workshops here that are all designed with economics, education, self-defense, finding missing and exploited children, ending gang violence with Gang Summit. And there's also outdoor survival training. The Friday before the Saturday when we get started is the tribute to Khalid Muhammad in Dallas, Texas. the book signing, and a tribute to the elders. Saturday night, I deliver a keynote speech of the event. The title of my address is called The Ballot or the Bullet. The Ballot or the Bullet will be the keynote address, and I think this is going to be probably the most important address that I've delivered in many, many years. It's going to be very well thought out. It's going to answer many of your questions, and it's going to answer these questions about which way we're headed and how we're going to get there. I believe that you're going to hear on Saturday from me an advanced level Malik Zulu Shabazz, because we're older now, brother. We didn't cross into our 50s. And so right now, I can't come with the same thing that I came with 20 years ago. I'm older, but I'm wiser right now. And therefore, I take this seriously. When we have a chance to get together and build this movement, I take it very seriously, because I know that people's lives are really dependent on the success of this movement. People's lives in the organization and in the Black nationalist movement, they're dependent on the strength and the effectiveness of their leaders. So I plan on delivering a landmark address that's very clear about the direction we're going in the future, and that will make people confident that the Black nationalist movement, the Black Panther movement, is in some strong hands. Yes,
One thing I could say, when Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad was here, he didn't care about your religious background. This question is for you too, Malik.
Okay.
He didn't care about your religious background, was you a Muslim, a Christian, because we had Christians, we had Muslims, we had Hebrews. Do that change? How do you feel about Muslims and Hebrews and atheists and their religious background? How do they become, will they be accepted as a Black Panther if they come in, if they wanted to be a part of it?
The first point of the new Black Panther Party 10-point program, the new Black Panther program, emphasizes that we accept all members from all different religious and spiritual backgrounds. As you all know, our position was, if you're a revolutionary Muslim, Christian, or Hebrew, you're welcome in the new Black Panther Party. And when we come in the Panther Party, we're forbidden to argue about religion. You're permitted to bring your religion, but not in a way that distracts from the overall motto. What is our motto? One God, one aim, one destiny. Okay, and so we honor the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We honor the Prophet Muhammad. We honor the prophets of the Bible, and we believe that the Bible is a Black history book from one cover to another. We honor Prophet Noble Drew Ali. The Black Christians should feel comfortable, as long as they understand that you just can't come with the blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pale-skinned, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pale-skinned, as Khalid Muhammad said, cracker Christ. But all forms of Black liberation theology are accepted, okay? You can come in from different religions and spiritual backgrounds, or no religion. You can come in with no religion. But the bottom line to it is, from a spiritual perspective, we believe in a Black liberation theology. Whatever your religion is, it can't conflict with us going against the white man. That's the bottom line to it. If you're a Black Christian, you got to be talking about a Black Jesus and a Black Christ, and you cannot run away from the teaching that the white man is the devil. If you're a Muslim, you have to your loyalty has to be to Africa more than honestly speaking, if you're a Muslim, your loyalty has to be for Black people before it's to Mecca. You understand that your loyalty has to be for Black people before it is necessarily to Mecca, and then you'll be fine. You'll be fine with us. So it's about Pan-Africanism, brother. It's about the fact that it's 2 billion Africans. They're all different religions. They have all different backgrounds, but they need to be fighting for self-determination and liberty.
Different boat stops. That's the only thing different. You've been colonized by the Englishmen. That's it.
You know, the same dog that bites the black man of Dominica, Colombia, Central and South America, same dog that bites the black people of the Caribbean, it's the same dog that bites the black people of North America. I mean, I've been blessed to travel through parts of South America and other parts of the Spanish-speaking world, and discrimination there is real. It's the white Colombian on the top, and it's the black Colombian on the bottom. It's the white it's called light supremacy and white supremacy. When I went to when I went to Dominican Republic, blacks were marginalized there. Blacks were pushed to a certain city in a certain area, and if you were white, you got privileged jobs at the airport, you got preferential seating, and so there's nowhere on the planet, as the Honorable Khalid Muhammad has taught us, that it's not white and light on the top and black on the bottom. If it's the Spanish-speaking world, it's white on the top and black on the bottom. If it's the world of Catholicism or Christianity, it's the white Catholic or the white Christian on the top and the black on the bottom. If it's in the French-speaking world, in the African French-speaking world, it's the cracker French on top and it's the black French-speaking person on the bottom. So those are our brothers and sisters. We need to just become more proficient in Espanol. We need to become more proficient in Spanish so we can start communicating with our people. That's what I say.
All right, let me pass it on over to Nepal.
I got about 9 minutes before I got to go on another show. Can we put up the flyers and the information about about this weekend?
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that we can go live. I think this will be historic for this summit because these workshops are going to be manned by experts. I got a special camera team that's going to come across this camp. This
is military training that weekend too, right?
That's Saturday morning. It's survival and defense training. All of the armies will be there. You'll be very impressed by what you see Saturday morning. It was held in Texas because the new Black Panther Party is founded in Texas, and because also what? It's because Black nationalism is proliferating in the South. It's growing in the South. The ability to practice armed defense is more lenient in the South. So you're seeing a lot more Black nationalism in the South, and that's what this is a sign of. This is at the, I think we need to give them let's put one of the other one up, the Black Academy. Let's see if you can get one of the other ones up, because I want to put the address.
Yeah, I don't have the other ones. That's why I was saying you should have emailed them to me, not on the phone.
He'll send them to you right now. Sister Renee's watching. Can you send Brother SaNeter the current flyers? So
yeah.
we can
she got my email?
Yes. But she just said, I think we're at the Black Academy of Arts and Science, of Arts and Letters. Let me just get right to it. We're at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters. Let me tell you what will be Friday. Friday, we're at the legendary Pan-African Bookstore. They'll put this in the chat too. And Renee, you should text
email.
Text the flyers in the chat. We're at the Pan-African Connection Bookstore in Dallas, 4466 South Marsalis Street in Dallas, Texas, Friday at 7 o'clock for a book signing on the Book of Khalid and a tribute to Khalid Muhammad and the elders. That's going to open the summit. It's an open reception, and I'll be there. The legend of Black Power, Mukasa Ricks. Mukasa Ricks is going to be there. That's one of Stokely's main men, the man who gives us this cry, Black Power.
Yeah, he's the one. That's what I say all the time, Malik. A lot of people think it was Kwame Ture, but it was Stokely. It was Stokely Riggs who did it. Kwame Ture is the one who coined it, but Riggs, like you said, he's the one that came out with the Black Power.
Man, yeah. Mukasa Ricks and other elders will be there. Okay, and then Saturday we're at 8:30 in the morning. We're at Glendale Park, 1515 East Ledbetter Drive in Texas, for a training that is sponsored by the leading general of the Huey P. Newton Gun Club. That's Brother Babu X. I can't say enough praise for him and what he, as leading the Huey P. Newton Gun Club. You know, he started as a new Black Panther, but he has pioneered weapons training and defense for our people. I mean, he has trained so many trainers that he has made weapons and defense training the motto and the standard in this movement, unlike never before. In our times, people were scared just to even talk about guns. In the 1990s, they were just shunning us for talking about guns. And you'll see at 8:30 Saturday morning, one of the best survival and weapons trainers in the nation, and we're all going to be together. All of the armies are going to be together. And when y'all see this, y'all gonna say, "Man, I'm happy I watched this." At the Black Academy of Arts and Letters, 650 South Griffin Street in Dallas, Texas. The Black Academy of Arts and Letters, all day Saturday, October 30th. All day Saturday is workshops until 6 p.m. And again, workshops on missing and exploited children, how to build self-defense units, how to build independent Black educational institutions, how to do for self and economics and such things as producing your own products and managing your own real estate and so forth. All of our workshops will be from 12 to 6, and then the evening program is going to be rappers and entertainers, and I'm going to deliver, that's right, and I'm going to deliver the keynote address, and it's going to be called The Ballot or the Bullet. And I'm going to approach it in a different way than most people will think. I'm in favor of a ballot. I'm in favor of a ballot and a bullet. But what kind of ballot? What kind of ballot? Not the ballot we've been talking about. I'll get more into it on Saturday. We reject the Democratic Party. We reject the Republican Party. But we have yet to make our vote for self-determination. We have yet to do what we are supposed to be doing out here in America. So it's a great time. It's a renewal. It's a refreshing. It's a time of healing. It's a time of forgiveness. If you fell off and fell out of the movement and been inactive, or you embarrassed, you come on back. There it is. We got 30. There are over 30 presenters at this summit. These are leaders from all over the nation that are coming. Warrior Woman, activists from Indianapolis, Brother CG and others that are fighting racism in Indianapolis.
Warrior Woman, that's the true-blooded Indian, right?
Warrior Woman. She was at the Million Youth March.
Yeah.
She's a new Black Panther member. She's a new Black Panther.
And she's a native, right? She's a native.
She's a native.
Is Johnny Long Walker still gonna be there too with her?
I don't know about Long Walker coming. I know Warrior Woman coming because we just got that ticket. I think
I gotta interview her, Malik. I gotta
get an interview her. You can interview her. Warrior Woman is coming. I'm telling you, you got newer cats and the younger cats, and they are going to be on point, and they are going to be on fire. I know it's going to be radical. I can tell you right now, it's going to be very radical, but it's also going to be very practical because I'm a practical nationalist. Okay. So it's going to be very radical, but brothers is going to come out with some economic opportunities. They're going to come out with some newspapers in their hands, You're going to come out knowing that this organization is going to be training black men and manhood training all over the country, getting ready for such tough assignments as police in the black community. I just will say this. I will make this one promise. If you tune into this convention on SaNeter TV, or you come to the Black Academy of Arts and Letters on Saturday, October 30th, you will feel much, much better about this liberation struggle. And you will feel much, much better about the red, black, and green and what you're a part of. That's what you will feel. You will come out of here saying, man, I'm recommitted. I'm gonna recommit myself. I gotta get off and go to my other broadcast. But look, man, I love you. Strong. I'll call you back, brother. If you coming, come.
All right, I gotta talk to you. I gotta talk to you off the air, and I'm coming.
Call me tonight. I'll be off my other broadcast in an hour.
Okay, got you.
You come speak. You need to come speak, man. They love you. They talk about you. These brothers, people, they be watching your show, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't. All of them don't know that you at the root of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you'll be a big hit and you'll be well received. All right, call me later tonight.
All right, got you, brother. Peace. Black power. All right. All right, sister, what do you think about what you're hearing?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, no doubt. That's it? You don't want to add on to nothing? Let's open up the phone lines. We're going to open up the phone lines.
Let's get the people in here.
Malik is going to another, he's doing interviews all over right now.
No, I'm sure of it.
He ain't got time to do all our questions, but he got interviews lined up right now, man. And I forgot to ask him, is Aaron Michaels going to be there? Most likely he is, because it's coming out of Texas. That's where Aaron Michaels is from. And Aaron Michaels, let me see, who is that? Man, did I bring that up here? Did I bring that up? Yeah, talk to the people.
Definitely. I would love to talk to the people. Family, so you heard it. It sounds like a life-changing event. I'm sure it's a life-changing event just from everything we've heard. The way it's being organized, all of our people who are going to be involved, all of our people who are really about our people being first, our people prospering. So please get the information. If you can get there, to the people who are going to not be able to make it, tune in. I'm pretty sure SaNeter will be broadcasting it. So whatever you can do to be a part of this, definitely. And I saw the family. I'm going to check the chat. I saw Max. Shout out to Max Bird, Tony, and the other mods. I saw you dropping information on the paper. Thank you. So definitely get that information on the paper, family. I myself am going to check it out. It looks phenomenal. Groundbreaking. Definitely grab that picture. The Sisters of the Underground. That's something else I want to actually find out about them more, especially hearing that they work against child trafficking, sex trafficking.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a group that and they're actually doing better than what our organized government is doing. So wonderful. This is all wonderful information. So peace to much respect to all the people involved. Much respect to Dr. Malik Zulu Shabazz, Esquire, and of course to the King SaNeter.
That's our brother Aaron Michaels right there. He is the founder of the new Black Panther Party. And I was going to ask him, will he be there? But most likely, of course, he's going to be there. It's in the city. So he got to be there. Aaron Michaels will be there. Strong brother. He's the one that led a lot of soldiers through Jasper, Texas with rifles, shotguns, and all that for the James Byrd situation that went down when they killed our brother James Byrd.
Oh, no.
He led that. He led that whole army, Khalid and everybody. He's
Wow.
nothing to play with. Aaron Michaels is no joke. Shout out to Aaron Michaels, man.
Yes, much respect. And peace to you. I see you, Monica. Much love to you, sis. Yes, this is exciting, SaNeter.
I don't know. I wonder if Garfield might be a little afraid to come out because this is more militant. This ain't no.
I don't think he'll be afraid.
Hey, I don't know. I'm gonna see if Garfield will come out.
You know him better than I do.
Now this is the real work right here. We're gonna see.
Now, let me ask you, SaNeter.
Yes.
Will the people of the community? I didn't get to ask. You were going to answer. How is this event received by the non-Black community? Can you talk to me if you have to talk about that?
Yes. You said the non-Black community.
Yes, that's my thing. I get
I could tell you for
the
one,
non-Black.
when Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad was here, over here on Broadway, loved him. Loved them. I remember we drove down in a caravan during the Million Youth March, and I tell you.